Let's get more than now with trend forecaster Gerald Celente. He's got something to say about this. He's joining us from the US as well. Gerald, evening. I mean, the investigation's still continuing, of course, but end of the day, how worried should Exxon Mobil be now about legal action, etc.?
Well, what did they say? $1.7 million fine for poisoning the Yellowstone River? So it's no money at all. This pristine river ruined for how long? And one after another, there's atrocity after atrocity. Whether it's oil, big oil, or banks too big to fail, the word justice in America is being misspelled. It's J-U-S-T-U-S, just us, not them.
So you don't
think...
they
buy their way out.
Let me just ask them, so you don't think the executives watching what these people are going through, turfed out of their homes while this mess unfolds, are worried tonight? Surely not.
Of course not. I mean, look what happened with the Gulf of Mexico. It's been destroyed for how many, probably, how many hundreds of years. This stuff doesn't just evaporate. And again, it's one atrocity after another. You heard President Obama say earlier last year that they were opening up the Arctic Circle area, the pristine Arctic Circle for drilling. And then you saw the debacle with Shell. And of course, he promised that it would be much better this time, and it wasn't. And then you look at the United States infrastructure. According to the American Society of Civil Engineers, we're talking about, I heard talking about a railroad spill. It's going to take an estimated $3 trillion just to bring the American infrastructure system up to par. That's not improving it. That's just keeping it from breaking down further. So you see, Kevin, the United States has more important things to do than worry about the infrastructure, worry about spilled oil. It has wars to fight overseas, and it has more to come.
It makes my next question to Gerald look a bit small. Actually, I was going to say, do you think any lessons could be learned from this latest spill? But according to you, the picture's much bigger, much grimmer, yeah?
It is. Again, you're looking, this isn't my words, this is the American Society of Civil Engineers has been warning about this. Has anybody been to, I'm a New Yorker, has anybody been to New York recently and rode the subways? It's a day in Calcutta. The entire American infrastructure, its rail system, is speeding into the 20th century. There's potholes throughout the country. So we're going to see more and more of this because you have to understand who regulates this. It's not being regulated. These are very low-level regulatory agencies that control oil. And, of course, there's that revolving door. Pick up the papers. You'll see that the United States trade representative under Obama, he just got a job with a white shoe boy law firm in global trade. Look at the guy that just left, Lanny Brewer. He just got a white shoe boy job with a law firm. Look at the new SEC head, Mary Jo White. She came from a white shoe boy firm, and now she's the head of the SEC. It's a revolving door. All things are connected, and the connection is corporations are running the show.
All right, but even if it was a perfect world, even if everyone was as careful as they could possibly be and hardly anything ever went wrong, there would still always be some accidents. Last year, though, there were, I gather, 364 spills in the United States. That's quite a number, according to a government agency. Is anything being done to try and bring that number down?
No, they'll talk about it. That's all they do is talk. And talk is cheap. And a matter of fact, when you look at the talk coming out from Washington, the only talk that costs money is when they're paid off by lobbyists to say what they have to say. Otherwise, it's just empty words. By their deeds you shall know them. How much longer does this have to go on? From Valdez to the Gulf oil spill, nothing is ever done other than talking a big game.
And what about this Keystone pipeline? You touched on it earlier on. It's still waiting permission. Is it going to get it? Is that going to affect anything here? Briefly.
I believe that Obama is going to pass it. That's my guess, because he kept it out of the picture until after the election to appeal to the environmentalists. Now that the election is over, he'll come out and say it's going to create jobs. Hey, look, whether it's air pollution in China to create jobs or oil spills in America to create jobs, as long as it creates jobs, you can destroy anything that you want.
Gerald Celente, thanks for being on the line. Trends forecaster as you are. Thank you.
Thank you.